Good morning, everyone. Welcome, and thanks for joining us for the first Predator Euro Tour stop of 2025. We are live here in Treviso for the Predator Italian Open with a 50,000 prize fund up for grabs and a first place of €6,000. The game this stop is 10 ball and it's double elimination with races till 8 until the single knockout stages, and then we move to a nice juicy race to 10 until we have a final winner. It's alternate break format with a slight twist where every player will have 2 breaks on their turn, and then we switch and the second player will have 2 breaks, and so on. My name is Graham Hickman. I'm here with Jimmy Warung, and we will be
Good
providing
morning,
a commentary.
everybody.
And we will be providing the commentary through this event. Jimmy, what a match to start.
Yeah, a great opening match for this Italian Open, the Longoni Italian Open, coming from Treviso, the BHR Hotel. Great venue, and it's a great new setup, as you can see here, for the Euro Tour. New partner of the Euro Tour is Predator Group, and they're providing us with new equipment. Not only the tables, but also for this TV arena.
Yeah, I think the new setup looks absolutely fantastic, Jimmy. I think the boards, the background, the lights, the table really stands out, pops out. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of work and effort in it to change the setup for this. One of the, I think, the longest tours in the world, the Euro Tour.
Yeah, it's definitely been around for some time, and we can definitely see it's still got the attention with the amount of players attending this event. I think it's in the 170, 180s in terms of attendance, which is fantastic. And we've got some fantastic games and matches coming up over these next days for sure.
Yes, 176 players have turned up for this first stop in this new season, 2025. Coming from all sorts of countries here from Europe. And I think I also saw one player coming from America originally.
Yeah, we've got all around the globe. It shows how much interest the Euro Tour does bring to pool enthusiasts from around the globe. Yeah, let's see how we get on with this match, Jimmy. So obviously Albin's back on the Euro Tour scene, which is great. And obviously he's playing Benjamin here. Obviously, tough first match for Benjamin, no doubt. But I did see in some of the statistics, I think he's done well in his last Treviso event. He got to the last 32, so he can definitely play the game at a good level. So it'll be interesting to see how this one unfolds.
Yeah, good hit by Benjamin B.Belhassen. Benjamin, great player, very knowledgeable, experienced from France, south of France, back from Nice. And Benjamin is also one of the commentators for the Pro Billiard series. There we see him. Playing for the club in Nice, La Boule Noire, where we actually had the Cohen Cup in November.
Nice. So yeah, he's obviously very knowledgeable, and he will definitely need that. Playing someone like Albin is a very astute pool player in the safety game, but also he's very good in attacking, as we know. And the first chance comes to him. A little bit of manoeuvring of the white needed, but the balls are there to try and get off the mark.
I think he's gonna do the bank here. No, went for a more creative way, playing it such a way to move the 2.
Yeah, I think the position was just a little bit tricky to get back to the 2, so he took a chance to try to open it up a little bit. It's not too bad, but He has a straight shot, natural angle, come round. Plays it well, very well. Don't really see any problems here, Jim. I think he's in pretty good shape here.
Yeah, this looks pretty straightforward. Don't want to jinx it, of course, but with a top-class player as Albin, I expect this to clean this table and put his first rack on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is an interesting shot because playing it up and down, there's a little bit of slide on these new cloths. It could run into the 7 ball, but he might try to just pinch it and screw it over rather than playing off the top rail. It looks a little bit in between.
Yeah, you see he's taking a little bit extra time. There's no shot clock at the moment in these early rounds.
Oh, he's played that well.
Where's the cue bell going? Yeah.
Yeah, he had to play that.
So no shot clock yet, but maybe in the later stages or when a match is taking longer than expected, they will implement a shot clock. But for now, there isn't any.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. We all know that 10 ball can take a little bit longer sometimes, just because of that one extra ball does cause a little bit of extra traffic potentially. And there seems to be a lot more safety in 10 ball naturally, just the way the game is played. But Albin looks to be getting off to a nice, good, confident start here with his first chance looking to be taken.
Yeah, maybe a good time to mention that we're playing on the brand new released Predator Arc table, which is fitted with Simone's 860 tournament blue cloth, and we're using here the Aramid balls, the tournament Pro Cup TV set, and as you can see, we're not using any regular rack or a rack template. The balls are tapped here at the Euro Tour, which means they tap the balls, the rack, by tapping the balls in the cloth. And this helps to set up the balls correctly in a very quick way.
That's a good point, Jimmy. What's your thoughts on that versus tapping the balls versus a magic rack? Obviously, a magic rack would have to be removed during the game, but tapping the balls, it's done from the start.
Yeah. Well, you see during the 4 days of plays, because we have 3 days of this Italian Open, which starts today, and the final will be on Saturday. But tomorrow also starts the women's event, and so we have the women start tomorrow and finish on Sunday. We have 4 days of play on these 20 tables here in Italy, and after a few days of wear or breaking the balls, they might have to retap some tables, but all in all, from experience, I know it's working pretty good.
Yeah, it was the old way of doing it as well. Tapping the tables, the magic rack just obviously protects the table a little bit more. But I agree. I think the less you have to intervene within a rack when the players are at the table, the better. Someone taking off the magic can move balls, and not that it happens very often, but it's just an intervention that potentially doesn't really be needed. But just on that just a quick go back on the break, that was a phenomenal break.
Yeah.
And it's been a little bit unfortunate here.
Not sure if you already mentioned, we have a break box. You see the lines there, so the players have to break from outside of that box.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I thought that would make it a bit more difficult. Normally people break from the head spot straight down the middle.
Yeah.
But the balls are still going in from the side, so it's a very clever shot there by Albin.
Yeah.
He's in trouble there.
Glancing off the one and crossing the cue ball over to the other side. Not sure if Ben can hit that side of that one. If it does, it's really thin.
Yeah, if he can, not too bad, because then he can send the white ball up next to the balls at the top of the table, but very tight.
Yeah.
And even if he goes up and down, he doesn't really have much of a shot unless he can play a similar shot to Albin, try to flick it on the left-hand side, but looks like he's playing the edge, potentially, by his body language.
It looks like it. Must be really thin. He has to be careful where the cue ball will travel to. Although the 2 and the 5 are sort of blocking that corner pocket, I still see like a potential scratch there.
Yeah, exactly. 9 o'clock in the morning local time, so I don't know how your eyes are first thing in the morning, Jimmy, but that looks really tight for me. Let's see. Oh, wow. There you go. Great shot.
Good shot there, yeah.
But these types of exchanges is where Albin really shines. He's done it for his whole career. He's so dangerous in the safety play, probably up there with best in the world, I would argue.
Yeah, his kicks are really good. Let's see what he comes up with this. I think he wants to soft hit the 1 and probably try to hide the cue ball behind the 10.
Yeah, just try to push it up past the 10 ball, and as long as you can get a good hit on the 1 ball, good things can happen. Even if he flicks it a little bit, it still might be okay, but that 9, a little bit in the way.
There you
Call
go.
it, Jimmy.
Wow.
Oh, what a shot. That's a perfect example of what Albin is. I mean, he does that so often. You look at the table thinking, oh, I've got him in trouble here, and then you come back thinking, what has just happened? And this is tricky because I don't know if he can get to the left side cushion and play 1 rail, so he's in a lot of trouble here.
It's not an easy hit because the angle, he can't reach the angle to hit the 1 properly, I think.
Yeah,
unless he plays with a lot of sight.
And the challenge here is if he's playing on the bottom rail where his choke is, and then the long rail on the side, and back to the 9 towards the middle, with the new cloth, it's going to slide. So he's going to have to try and check it, and I don't think it'll take.
Yeah. It's a foul.
You hit the 10 ball. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you hit the 10. Yeah.
I played that. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Yeah. It was a really thin hit, but it was noticeable for us because of the close-up.
Yeah. Yeah. Albin definitely seen it as well. So.
Oh wait.
Oh no,
actually,
he didn't call
I
it.
don't think. No. I think they didn't see it because Albin said, "Yeah, you didn't call the one. You didn't call the one." So yeah, that's why he's playing.
Yeah. That's interesting because where the balls are, you could do with ball in hand.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have a replay in the setup yet. That's gonna be for the next event in Tallinn, Estonia. Otherwise, we could have shown this replay.
Yeah, but this is just part of the game. It does happen sometimes, and as you can see, these early matches, there's no referee, so it's really just on player trust and sportsman conduct, and there's no reason why these guys would try to cheat each other. So it's just it is what it is.
Yeah.
He's just got there. Don't think he can go behind the 9. I think he might have to draw this off the rail and take a longer shot on the next ball. Oh, he might be
Yeah,
just.
Can he avoid the 9?
I think he's trying to check it a little bit. Side spin.
Yeah.
He just got past.
Wow. Good shot.
So he could be taking the 10 ball in the top pocket, maybe. Unless he tries to swing. Yeah, he's going to have to swing it round, I think. If you're playing this with right-hand side, it's not going to take. So you'd have to screw it, I think. Have a couple of reels, potentially. There you see.
There you go.
When a table,
Yeah.
when a table has been used a little bit more, the side spin will take a little bit. So you could have played that shot probably up and down, but with it being brand new, everything is the lights, and that's the way you play that shot.
Well, looking at this, I don't think the cloth slides that much, right?
It did a little bit on some of the check, you could see just ever so slightly, but the more pace, the more power you have to put into the shot, the less it takes, if you know what I mean. You have to play them so soft just for it to bite a little bit. But you could see Albin's experience there. He taking the easy routes and not putting himself in any danger. So 2-0 lead. And now we get to see Benjamin's breaks. And like I said at the start, it's 2 breaks for each player on an alternating format. It's interesting, Jimmy. I was watching the breaks from Albin, and you see the outside balls coming around the 4 reels in the bottom corner pockets. It'd be interesting to see how that does for Benjamin as well. That 9 ball.
Oh, good break.
Ooh.
And I think he can... Oh, where's the 3 ball going? Oh, that's unfortunate.
How many times does that happen?
I'm not sure if the camera is deceiving us, but maybe he can just sneak by. He's coming over to watch it. So in case you missed it, it's altered break, but every player has 2 breaks. Even if you don't win the rack, you still have your second break. That's a bit different than other formats, so that's why we explicitly explained it again. You can make it. Yeah. Sometimes the overhead camera is a little bit deceiving.
Yeah. I think that was a good break. He's got a good chance here. He really needs to. It'd be great if he could take these out and let Albin know that he's here for a game. What's your thoughts on the player having 2 breaks as an alternate format, Jimmy? It's quite a different way of doing it.
Yeah, it's very different. I was also surprised, and when I read the rules and regulations of the game here in the Euro Tour. But yeah, I think it could be nice. It's different for sure. Just would like to see how this evolves during the tournament.
Yeah, I agree. I'm all for change of trying things a little bit different, and I think the break has always been one that's a tough one because it's either winner breaks or alternate break, and no one's really tried to change that format for some time. So this would be interesting to see how it plays out with strategy and scoreline, and players' feedback as well would be interesting. See what players think about it as well.
Exactly.
He's left a bit of a shot here, so I don't know if he'll try to stun over below the black ball in between, or will he just take a guaranteed shot and roll it forward? Looks like he's screwing it over.
I think even rolling forward is not easy to control the cue ball. So yeah, this is the shot.
Oh, he's played that brilliant.
Yes. Wow. That's a good shot.
Just sometimes when you're playing into danger, dangerous things can happen, but he played it well.
And that flick on the 8 ball helped to control the cue ball. Good line here.
just needs to make sure he comes above the middle line, just so he's got a nice angle to come down for the 9 ball. He doesn't want to really go up the table with the white ball if he can avoid it.
Depending on the angle, would you stun it from the long cushion on the other side, or go direct and draw it?
Probably direct.
Looks like he's drawing it. Yeah.
I just think that way it feels like it was naturally. He's got a bit far.
It's a bit far. This makes it a little bit more difficult. Not the pot, of course, but the control of the cue ball to get position on the 9. It's a thin pot on the 8. That's why I feel I would stun from towards the long side, the long cushion, to control the cue ball a little bit more.
Oh, he just got enough.
Great recovery.
So one more good shot. You play this with a running side? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tells me that the tables are, like you said, Jimmy, are maybe not sliding as much, because that shot there, it can be a bit tricky with running side. It was a nice finish there to go 2-1.
But again, you go playing it 2 cushions instead of 1 helps you to control the cue ball a little bit more. So I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, fully agree. And you know it's taking away the scratch, and you're not messing around with trying to judge the pace. It's just naturally flowing into the area that you want to be for the 10 ball. So good shot to play.
Yep.
But this is where the break format really takes effect, I think, Jimmy, because you now got another chance to kind of break and run and go 2-2, whereas normally Albin would be coming to the table to take a break. Then you've got to break a serve, so it's a little bit interesting. I really like this change of format.
Glad you like it.
It's just different. I think it's nice to see how it plays out in the score, how it plays out in the match, how players take advantage of it. Just interesting. It's just like it's really good to try something like this. We've got a nice kiss on the white ball to keep it in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe break again.
Would have been nice if the 9 ball just rolled a couple of inches further, a couple of centimeters further.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a combination on, but I think he calls the 9. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one's a tricky one, because if he catches the 9 ball thin, the 1 ball's naturally going to move to the right side of the table on the bottom cushion. Unless he...
Yeah.
Pace is important here, I think.
Yeah, and if the 1 crosses over to the other side, the 6 comes into play to block the path.
Yeah. The good thing is the angle he has means the white ball is going in the same direction, so it just depends how he wants to play this, whether he screws it in or rolls it softly. Perfect shot here to see this one.
Oh, good shot. Yeah.
I think because the white ball was moving. Good. I'm not sure if you take the 2 ball in the middle, he's probably going to try and come. I don't know, it's tight, hard to see the angle, but will he try to come above it?
Yeah.
Straight.
There you go.
You got there? Yeah.
Well, this is a good sign. Benjamin is not maybe not the most well-known player, but he's a good player, solid, not afraid to shoot.
Yeah, clearly he knows what he's doing around the table. It's just probably confidence and consistency is normally the downfall for these kind of matches, and the pressure of playing Albin as well is going to add a little bit. But I think over all these different types of events, if you want to try to beat a top player, the early rounds is where to do it when you haven't played in the top.
Yeah, because remember the table is brand new. There's only one previous event where these tables were used. That was actually at the Dutch Championships. That's where they had their debut, so to speak. But here we have 20 tables divided in 2 rooms. One on the ground floor, one on the first floor. 2 rooms. So, yeah. The first feedback from top players was really good. And yeah,
Yes.
by the looks of it, they play really true.
Yeah, and the table looks beautiful. Really does. I think when you've got the colours of the background of the boards with the carpet and the table and the cloth all just really pops out very nice. The arena looks lovely.
Yeah, the green and red resembles the green and red from the Italian flag.
Very nice.
It's a nice touch.
He's just taking his time here because this shot is probably the winning shot right here. He needs to get this right.
Yeah, he's almost straight on the 4.
It's combo time, I think. It's called the 10. This is the shot right here.
It's a tough shot. This is a tough shot.
Just wants to play it as slow as possible to give it every chance. Great shot.
Oh, great.
Very good.
So
As
the
you can
10
see, the
gets
10
respotted. Yeah. Sorry, Graham.
No, I was just going to say what you just said, Jim. The 10 ball comes back out. It's not a win. It's a respot.
No. It's another early 10, as we sometimes say. So that's also really good to keep that in mind. And when you're playing the combination, if you make the 10, you also need to be sure that you have a position on the 5 in this case. And that's he played it perfect. Well, perfect.
Yeah, and I think,
A little bit straight on the 5, maybe.
yeah, and I think this is where the table will tell us how it's playing. If he tries to go off 3 rails, we'll see how the white reacts, or does he come all the way back? I think 1 rail's not an option, so he's digging down on this.
He's going all the way around. Yeah.
See the slide there at the end? Pushed it down. Oh, he's had a right.
Yeah.
Take that one.
It's a little bit fortunate, but it works.
Little tap on the table there. To apologise to Albin, but that's how it goes. But I think you've seen there when he screwed it off the rail, it was just sliding a bit away, so it's harder to grab. But he's got to think about this one, because even though it looks like the black is close to the pocket, he's a right-handed player, so if the cue ball goes on the side rail, he will be leaning over the black and wants to probably bring it more to the middle of the table so he can try and run it around the angles maybe. Let's see.
I think he's going to play it soft, yeah.
So I think for me now, he's going to be leaning right over the 10. Oh, we might just be okay. If that was a little bit, few more balls to the right, he would have been hampered over the 10 ball, but I think he's good.
He still has to be careful not to hit this too thick, the 8, otherwise he would be coming very close to the 10 when he draws it back.
And also, if he catches it thin, Jim, the way the table plays, he could even scratch in the middle, like if he catches it too thin. Oh, he's cued that very nice.
Yeah. Come a little bit off the cushion for your comfort, yeah. This for the 2-2. Yeah.
Very nice. So as we say, he held his serve. So that was a nice 2 breaking runs there.
No, it's a really good sign of confidence from Benjamin there.
just what he needs as well to get started in this match. Put the pressure on Albin early doors to let him know that any mistakes could be punished. So he did exactly what he wanted to do. Now we get to see Albin back at the table for 2 breaks. The last break from Albin was his defense.
Yeah, I think he could cut this one in. It's not easy.
Yeah, the white ball will be a little bit wild, I think, if he cuts it in. But he does have a good safety shot if he wants to play on the right side of the 1, because he could put the 1 ball on the left side of the table where the 4 ball is, and he's got all these balls on the right to help for cover.
Yeah.
But that's if he chooses to go that way.
Could he go aggressive to make a bank?
I didn't see him call anything, so
well,
maybe
too aggressive at this point.
Yeah, he's playing the shot I thought around play. Yeah. He's got lots of traffic down.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah.
Jump cue maybe could be coming. What's your knowledge of Benjamin?
Yeah, he's a good solid player, and he could make this this jump shot, but yeah, what's the value? He has to play position on the 2. I don't think he can draw the cue ball from after making that 1. Maybe the 5 is in the way.
Yeah, I think if he can, well, first of all, not foul and definitely hit the 1 is the most important thing. Potting it.
Yeah.
The angle is, if he does pot it, I think the white ball will naturally move to the right side a little bit. So his outcome here is just to have a shot on the 2 by making the 1 and then probably play safe. But he needs to hit the 1 first.
Yeah, they saw the 5 ball. But it's good. Unless Albin can hit the right side of that 1 ball, then I think Ben is in trouble.
I think you just get the edge of the other side. You could still play a slow half ball, kind of 1 ball, push it up to the left side, and then try to put the white ball over next to the 10. I think he's got enough of that angle. Just trying to separate them. Yeah, I think that's what he's playing. Did it well. White ball. Oh,
look at that cue ball. Almost glued to the 10.
So many times. It's painful.
Yeah.
He's relentless. He does it so many times. Yeah,
he's got the speed so good.
Yeah. Do you think he can hit the top rail, Jimmy, and come down? I don't know if he can even see the top rail. He's that close to the 10.
Yeah, he can hit the top, but I don't think he has the angle to come to the 1.
Yeah, I don't know if he can come inside the 3. If not, this is really, really tough.
Yeah, and when he has to play a lot of left side spin, it's very hard to judge the angle. But look how close the cue ball is there to the 10.
Yeah, and even the 2. No, I can't.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
No. And even the other side, going from long rail, short rail, long rail. Yeah, the 2 and the 7 are in the way.
Yeah, I think, maybe he might want to play defensive. You could put the 3 ball. Well, you can get it. Looks like you can get the top. Deceiving us.
Has to be careful. Has to be careful not to scratch when he hits the long rail first.
Slide.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
So the fact he
that's
could hit the
something
top.
you don't want to do. Give
No.
one hand to Albin.
No, definitely not. I think the fact that he could hit the top rail pretty clean, he had an opportunity there because that one rail made it a little bit easier. So I did fancy him to hit the one ball at least, but scratching obviously is not the outcome he was hoping for. But this needs a bit of work. It's not so straightforward.
Yeah, he's looking how he would play position from the 2 to the 3. I think, yeah, that's the only problem I see here in this layout. The challenge.
Yeah, this shot is... I don't know how much angle he's got there.
Yeah, he could go for the 3 in the left bottom corner in this image, in this view. Going past the 4. Depending on the
I think
angle.
that's his only shot, unless he tries to top spin just below the middle pocket with some left hand
He
side.
has a little bit more angle than we thought.
Yeah, and the 10 ball's actually in an okay place. Just get past.
Again, look at the speed of the cue ball.
Perfect.
Perfect control.
Yeah, that looks pretty
the rest
straightforward.
is,
This now.
Yeah, exactly.
Dot to dot. What size are the pockets, Jim?
That's something we didn't mention. Probably one of the questions in the chat. It's 4.2 inch.
Nice.
I think it's a pretty good size. We're not aiming for snooker tables here, but still a little bit of room to play with in the pocket.
Yeah, it's fun. And obviously the first few days they might play a little bit more generous just because it's all brand new, but
Yeah, exactly. You know,
So
brand
it's
new
just-
cloth, brand new balls, everything slides a little bit. After a few days, the pockets will shrink even more.
yeah. He's going at the 10 ball. He's okay. Didn't really want to put the 10 on the cushion, but he's still okay. Yeah, he doesn't want to land perfectly straight on this 8 ball. He wants to have a little bit of angle. No, that's not the best angle. Because the draw shot is going away
Yep.
from the 10. Top spin is a bit funky. You might have to give this a bit of a stroke off the top rail maybe. And come back.
Oh, he's got a
See,
big draw shot coming up.
I think that's the shot.
A little bit aside, no?
I didn't really get into it as much. This is still a bit tricky now. It's not a gimme, as you would say.
And the 10 is not frozen to the rail. There's people who are saying it's, you know, making it more difficult.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's what you do. Get down and just slam it in.
What do you think? If the 10 ball is frozen to the rail, is it easier or more difficult?
Depends where the white ball is. It's big. On that kind of shot, yeah, I think if it's frozen on the rail, it probably feels a little bit more easier in your mind because you're just trying to make it up the rail. Whereas if it's off the rail, you're trying to how much do I cut it, how thin do I hit it? You know, it plays with your mind tricks a little bit. But Yeah, I think it just depends where the white is. For me personally, if I was playing that shot, I don't generally hit them very hard anyway. Try to give the pocket every chance to take the ball, but Albin just clearly went down and thumped that one in. How do you play
Yeah.
them, Jimmy? Do you have a preference, or which one's more difficult?
Ooh, yeah, like you said, it's difficult to judge unless you're bearing down on the shot, then you know. But there was
Yeah,
no trouble for Albin.
I think they're both playing pretty well, Jim. I have to say, I think they both look
Yeah.
very good. They're all taking their chances. Oh my gosh, this breaks crazy. Oh my goodness, goodness me.
Wow. Again, 3 balls on the break, and the bad news for Benjamin, there's an open shot on the 1, and the rest of the layout is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, if Albin breaks like this through this tournament, it's going to be very interesting to see how he goes.
But you will see during the tournament, sometimes, especially when we are watching the TV table all day, you can see that, so it might work now, but, maybe in 2 rounds, the table is going to react different, and the rack will react different to the break as well. But for now, it's working perfectly for Albin.
It certainly is. He just doesn't want to be on the rail.
Yeah.
And he's right on the rail. Oh, that makes this much more interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think he can
play
hold
with a lot of left hand spin on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to hold for the bottom right corner pocket. I don't know if he can do that with topspin. I don't even know if he can. He might give this a bit of juice and let the white ball spin a bit.
There.
Yeah,
Yes.
Has he got there? Yeah, he was able to get there. He needs another shot though. Missed the 6th ball. It's hard to tell from the angle if he will kiss into the 6, but yeah, I think he might be. You think he's going to hit that 6 ball, Jim? I think it's close.
I think if he draws it, he can just miss that 6 ball. Going forward, it's going to be tougher, I think. So I think he's going to draw. Looking at it. Yeah.
And probably play the 5 in the top corner pocket. I don't think you'll come back to the middle on this shot.
Yeah. That's good.
He's played that.
He has the right angle. Yeah. He has the perfect angle from the 5 to go to the 6, because the 6 is only going into one of the corner pockets here on the left. It's very good shot.
Yeah, he's taking these well. So, what is the saying, Jimmy? Anything you can do, I can do. So, win your 2 racks, and now Albin is 2 racks. So, Benjamin has been asked a question.
I do have to say that Benjamin's break is also really good, but he was a little bit more unfortunate with the layout after the break. He made also at least 1 or 2 balls every break. So, yeah, depending on the outcome after the break, this could be interesting.
Yeah, let's see if he can. Well, make a ball is the most important thing, and then see if he has a shot. But the table seems to be letting balls go in from the break, if I can say it like that. I think 10 balls sometimes can be tough, but this seems to be playing nice. Oh, jinxed him. Sorry, Benjamin.
But
oh, there you go.
The 9.
Oh,
and that's what I mean. Look, he's a little bit unlucky after the break a few times.
Yeah, that was so
Let's
lucky.
play a safety shot here. I think he can hit enough of the 1 to come up with a shot. Yeah. Thank you, cameraman.
Yeah, I don't know how much he can save it. If he can only see a very thin edge, he doesn't really have a good safety there. You might even have to play some kind of push out instead. I don't know.
Yeah, and if... Oh. What is he looking at?
Jumping.
He's looking... yeah, he's looking at a jump shot, but that's really tough. The other option would be to play off the 1, but... You know, play the 1 up and down. And he has to be careful for the kiss of the cue ball with the 1 after hitting.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I don't know how much angle he has to do that, Jim. I think he's only got a thin edge. So if he's only got a thin edge, the push out's not easy either, because if he pushes out to the bottom of the table and leaves a shot on the wall, he's probably going to leave a pot on. So does he push out to a jump shot? I don't know if he feels good at the jump. It's just, I don't think he can. It's tough to see.
I think he calls something to Albin, but did he call the bank? Maybe? No. Or he's gonna play a swerve shot.
I don't know.
No. Bank shot, just to be sure in case he drops.
I think this is where not having a shot clock actually helps in these moments where it's a bit tricky, but yeah. Oh, you're right, he could. Did he call anything?
Yeah, he called the 8, just to be sure.
Wow.
Good call from one of the viewers in the chat. Actually, because of the 8 was almost hanging in the pocket, I forgot about the 8. That was there.
Yeah, it was. So that was a really great shot. Tough shot now though, but he's created this chance for himself, so I feel he's got to, try to make the most of this one.
He has a little angle there, just enough to move the cue ball towards the 2, I think. Yeah, good shot.
Needs to get past.
Oh,
Great shot.
Great shot and a nice reward. Not to be hampered by the 4.
Yeah, so would you run this round, or would you try to bring it back, Jimmy?
I think I would go around a little bit left spin.
Yeah, I think he's right in the middle, isn't he? He's right in the middle.
I think the 4 and the 5 are in the way to get get it back, to draw it back.
Yeah, I agree. I think the going around is the safe option. It looks like he's coming back, so he must like the angle. Unless he tries to squeeze it a little bit. He could just get past.
Oh, he could sneak it by the 4.
So I think one more shot is needed, because he's got to get on this 4 ball. I think then that'll be the hard work done. I think one more shot to get the right angle on this 4. I must say I've been impressed with Benjamin so far. He's really taking the balls well.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he's not afraid to shoot. And I think that's a good mindset. because when you're gonna play safe against Albin, you have to be really tight.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that shot he's just played on the 3 ball there also tells me how confident he's feeling and how
Yeah.
much he's adapted to the table, because he cued that beautiful. He's definitely up for this.
And like we said, it's alternate break, but every player has 2 breaks in a row. So that means if he wins this this rack, he could break to play even. But let's not get too much ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's one ball and 1 rack at a time at the moment. What he's doing, everything that's been asked of him, which is all he can do, and take your chances. Oh, nice. See, that tells me a lot, that shot. He's feeling confident and he's settled in this match, that shot. There we go. 4-3. Interesting match this, Jim. I think if he can hold his break again, he's definitely putting pressure on. I think it's still very early, but as it gets to 5 and 6, then we'll start to see if anything cracks or people miss, or
Yeah.
see what happens then. But
If there's someone who is, you know, has been dealing with pressure in the past, then that's Albin. Playing so many finals and top matches. Yeah, I don't think you will get him nervous because you're making it 4-4.
no. No, for sure. But let's see if he can replicate the last rack. Hopefully not too much trouble, but see if he can get something down. One over the side again. And that corner ball.
Wow.
He has that breakdown. Goodness me.
Yeah.
I did say replicate, and he's not been far off. Goodness me. 1 to 2 is a bit tricky, but he's at the table. Yeah, I mean, the bank Jimmy and drawing it down the table is super aggressive.
I think he can cut it. It's thin, but it's very rewarding if he makes it.
Just where he can leave the white.
The two. Yeah, I think the bank is on for you. Like you said, it's better to play position. I didn't see.
I think in these, yeah, but I think in these matches when you have these moments, it's a battle with your mind, thinking, do I play safe and try for a better opportunity, or do I take what's in front of me? Sometimes people say play the table, not the player. But as we've seen in the first matches, you play good safety with Albin and you come back and you could be locked up against the 10 ball. So it's I would go for this. Me, be aggressive, but that's me. He's playing well. He's called it. Would you agree, Jim? You think you've got to play aggressive in this situation?
Yeah, because playing position on the 2 would be very hard with the cut shot I just mentioned. And it's a natural bank from this side. You just have to draw past the 3 and you have a position on the 2. Oh, he was going aggressive, but oh no, I thought he was set. I think he's left it. What a shot! If you have to make to play position on the 2 from here.
Yeah, I can't imagine Albin putting a crazy stroke on this one, but it's hard to see the angle. Even the thin safety playing off the side of the 1, double kisses potentially there, and he's digging down. It's a tough one. I think that bank is probably the first ball we've seen miss, Jimmy, right? If I can call that a miss, because it was a bank, but I don't think that was the first ball.
Well, I think he played it with a bit of a safety in mind that way, but
Yeah,
I would think he would have better been off stunning it, the cue ball, between the 8 and the 3, to go to the 2. The way he played it, with a lot of draw, was very aggressive.
I think it's like I said, he was torn between a safety and a bank. What do you do? So he's kind of gone for in between. So he's going for this big stroke. No, asking a lot there.
Yeah.
As you go, okay. He's asking a lot there from that shot.
Wow, good chance for Ben.
Yeah, he's got a bit of traffic. It's not so straightforward, but he's at the table with a good chance still.
Yeah, he has to go around the table to play position on the 2 from here. I think the 8 is the one that's mostly in the way of doing that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he can catch the 1 ball thin enough. Oh, he can screw it in. He's actually going to play it in the pocket and screw it back on the side rail where his arm is. Yeah, it was deceiving. That's a big chance.
Yeah. That's how you see that it's sometimes deceiving, the camera angle that we get.
But because of that, Jimmy, this is a huge chance now to level this match up.
Who would have thought before the match started that it's going to be this close?
Yeah, but I think full credit to Benjamin as well, but also Albin's taking his chances. But you've got to give credit to Benjamin. All the chances that have been presented to him, at least ones that have been possible to take out, he's pretty much delivered. This is the shot for me that's going to win this rack. He needs to get perfect on this 5 to get on the 6.
Nice little angle.
He's controlling the ball very well.
Yep. To be honest, both players seem really comfortable with this equipment. The new arc table combination with the Simonis cloth and Aramid balls. They have the really good control of the speed from the start of the match.
Yeah, I think they've adapted well. Obviously they had a couple of practice racks, but that's all they've had. They haven't played on this table at all. Doesn't want to be perfectly straight, but unless he plays it, if he is straight, then he can play the 8 ball in the middle. I think he's got a little bit of angle maybe. He's got choices either way. Looks like he's probably coming back to the middle. Yeah, definitely. Screw a little bit.
No, yeah, maybe too far. Ooh,
Yeah. Even if he was under hitting it, that's probably better. But the fact that he's gone too far means he's probably going to have to go down and around the 9 somewhere. I'm not sure on his angle.
You remember in the other rack when he overdrew the other shot, when he was playing also the 8, so maybe that's only the thing he did wrong is the draw shot so far.
Yeah, it's a funny one this, because he could try to just drop it in and play the 9 ball in the bottom right pocket as we look at the table now, or Does he play for the 9 in the middle? Does he come around the 9? He's got a few options, but depends how comfortable he feels with the angle. Playing in the bottom right. Yeah, thought that was a more first choice. Oh, wow, what a shot he's played there. I think he's okay.
A bit unlucky. Yeah, a bit unlucky with the 10 maybe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, ever so slightly, you're right. It's only a ball.
He doesn't have to do much with the cue ball to leave a position on the 10 for the center pocket. So it's just a matter of concentrating on making the pot, or he's even looking at the 10 in the top corner.
Yeah, top corner, I think. It's a natural angle to put everything into this 9 ball.
So just focus on the pot and he would be having automatic position.
Oof, great shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still got to put the 10, but he's worked hard for this.
This 10 to draw it level at 4-4. First match of this Italian Open 2025. The Longoni Italian Open, I have to say. Longoni, the main sponsor of this event.
A bit of body in that one, but 4-4.
Yeah.
We have a match on.
Oof.
So.
Yeah, if you go to the website of the EPBF, you can also watch the live scores of the other matches. We have, I see, normally we have 20 matches in progress, but a few matches have already finished, I see. Go to epbf.com and look up live scores in the menu. Focusing here on table 1. Albin Ouschan playing B.Belhassen.
So Albin now back to his turn for 2 breaks. And they've been potting balls and having chances. So Albin looking to do the same again. Tracking the ball in the middle. And he gets it. Oh, nothing. Yes.
Yeah. But not an easy opener on the 1. If at all he takes this on.
Yeah, I think he's going into the 10 ball and everything. I can see probably safety shot option is what he'll be looking.
I would like to see how much he can hit the 1. Yeah, there
probably half.
Ooh, I think it's going to be hard to avoid the 10 at all.
Yeah, it's not a straightforward safety either. You're not sure if he can double the 1 back up the table, but there's no real cover for the 1 ball.
Yeah, if you can avoid the 10, you can use the 10 and the 9 as blockers. Just has to make sure that the 1 ball doesn't end up, hanging in front of the corner pocket, leaving an easy jump shot for Benjamin. If he plays that shot.
I mean, sounds crazy, but does he even think about the bank with cover?
Yeah, but what's the reward on that?
Just to be back at the table and then play a better safety on the 2 ball.
Safe. Yeah.
He doesn't really. It's a funny one. I can't really see a good safe unless he plays the 1 up and tries to put it next to the 2 ball. But again, it's a negative safety as opposed to. It wouldn't surprise me if he did go for the bank, but I think he's gonna. He's seen something.
He didn't call anything, right? Oh, he's playing that shot, yeah.
Oh, he could just get enough angle.
I think he played it with a little bit side, you know, to straighten up the one.
Yeah. So I think jump cue will be coming back out. And I think where the balls are, making a jump shot from here, if he gives it a good contact, I think they can separate quite well. Because the distance, the white ball should stay up the table and the one ball should come down the table. So it depends if he's trying to pop this or if he's playing a jump safe. I didn't see him call anything, but
Me neither, but I expect that he called the one. Oh, maybe not. There's the one going.
not bad.
Not bad. No, indeed.
Well, I'd definitely take that over ball in hand. So
Yeah. Look. Yeah, that's not an easy shot for Albin.
yeah, he won't be taking any kind of crazy position, but safety's not
Do you
easy
think he
either.
can he can thin the one, playing it towards the center of the table and use the 10, 9 and 8 as a blocker?
Don't know. It looks like it's not on. Yeah. Maybe. If he can just catch it right, it's risky, but might be his only shot. That might be the only shot, Jimmy, I think. Unless he wants to play. Yeah, I think maybe he might play it ever so like a soft one and try to put the one on the rail, but it's a tough one because if you hit it ever so too hard, you could put it over the middle pocket. So you might even just pot this, leave the white ball where it is, and then try to do something on the two. And, do you know what I mean? Just pot the one, roll it in, or stun it in, and then play the two ball from where it is.
Yeah, leave the cue ball on the rail, almost.
Yeah, it just looks like there might be a few more options from the two, rather than trying
If he
something
makes
crazy.
the one and leaves the cue ball to, you know, near the long cushion, he could go for a bank after this one, but
Yeah,
it's really aggressive.
Yeah, I just think sometimes like this you gotta just take what it gives you.
So he has choices from here, playing safe or go offensive and go for the bank. Just depending how he feels.
Yeah, I mean the bank isn't terrible because the white ball would come around the table under the 10 ball and back up. It's not a bad shout actually, Jimmy, if he wants to go aggressive. Or he could just try to
there's no safety after this if he goes for this bank shot. No, he's going for safety, I think.
maybe a thin edge
instead of the bank.
Try to, yeah, he's just taking up table. Is it going to drift up behind? Yeah, I think he's covered him.
Oh. Yep. That's a really good shot.
Can he get between the 8 and 9 and kick behind the 2? Don't know, it's hard to tell.
That would be a really good bonus for Benjamin, but I don't think so.
Tap the table. I don't know. Looks very tight, but there is a gap.
Yeah, there is a gap. I don't think he can hit enough of the 2 to stick him there after hitting the cushion.
Yeah, he's got a 2 real option to kick, but that could bring all kinds of problems, and the white ball could track towards the bottom right corner if he catches it incorrectly. But that's what he's looking at. 2 rails. Try and catch the 2 from behind. And use the 8, 9, 10 as a blocker. He's missed it altogether. Goodness.
Yeah.
Didn't expect him to miss it. So first, chanting this one really to Albin.
Maybe he was aiming for a really thin hit or a thin hit on the 2, Benjamin. That's why he missed it, maybe.
Yeah, I think you just misjudged it. I think if you're trying the thin hit, you would be pushing it towards the corner pocket if you caught it too much. Whereas, yeah, I don't know. You always ask Benjamin, but I think I still didn't think he would miss the ball completely. But yeah, if he was going for a very thin edge, like you said, then that can happen. But Albin's chance to go ahead again. I don't see any problems really. 6 ball to 8 ball. Potentially, if he gets the wrong angle, could be having a problem with getting on the black properly. But yeah, we're looking for small issues here. This is pretty straightforward for Albin. Be on the rail. It's okay.
No, it's alright, yeah. And a good angle.
I'll have to play a stop shot maybe. I don't think he'd probably risk trying to draw it all the way back. I think he doesn't want to be bridging over 8, 9 or 10, so maybe just stop it there might be the option. Yeah. So this is all about cue ball control. Trying to get back to the middle of the table. Played that well.
Yeah, talk about control.
Yeah. I like the way he played that. 2 rails instead of trying to draw it off 1 rail. It was guaranteed to be more in line with the 8, so great shot. He's definitely played this game before.
Who's this guy?
There we go, 5-4. Probably the first real mistake we could say, Jimmy. That stands out. I couldn't give you another one, so if you call that a tough mistake, but that's the only real thing or blemish that you could really say that's really stood out in these first 9 racks for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a solid performance so far by Ben also, but yeah, missing that the 2 ball, that kick, that cost him the rack, obviously.
Yeah, we're not going to be too hard on him. He's played very well. Just this is the fine margins when you have such a high quality match. Fine margins is what will separate the winner. And I wouldn't be surprised if Albin gets a roadmap here and monster break just to rub salt in the wounds. Looks like he's putting left hand side on it. Is it just the camera?
Yeah, yeah.
It looked, didn't it? Yeah.
I know. I was looking at the same thing, but you know, some players just naturally aim a little bit more to the left or the right, and when they hit the ball, actually, the cue ball, it's straight on.
But that looked
Look
intentional.
at yeah. But look at Judd Trump, how he's aiming. You know, in snooker, he always hits a bit on the left, something.
But I think you could also tell when the ball was spinning after I'd hit the rack, it wasn't naturally spinning that way. So maybe that's a little hidden insight to tips on the break. He's going to roll behind the black ball here, maybe. He's naughty.
Yeah, good call.
He's pushing it.
I think he's left it.
His body language normally gives it away.
Yeah.
But if he hasn't left it, he's definitely left 1 cushion, which is a bonus for Benjamin because he would have otherwise been hugging the 8 ball.
Yeah, I think he can make it. It could be deceiving. Maybe he was looking at the 1 real kick. Could be a really good outcome if he Could kick one rail and get the cue ball behind the 6.
Yeah, if you can get enough of it, it's a good call. I mean, if not, and he can only catch half of the one ball, he can still kick it to the long rail and then up to the short rail where his body is now. Looks like he's going straight for it, Jim, so maybe you're right, he can put it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened here?
Oh. Yeah, didn't catch enough of that left spin.
I think that's where I was saying about the table being brand new. I don't think it would to bite as much to check up, but
yeah.
Look, he's still at the table. He'd be disappointed that he didn't get an easier 2, but he's still got control. That's a really risky shot. I think he's trying there. Push the 2 ball onto the rail and just try to roll up behind the 4 or stun up behind onto the 4. That could be very tricky. Might be his only shot, really.
Tricky one.
Yeah, I mean, he could really thin edge the 2 into the 4 ball, so the 2 ball is on the 4 and try to drift up behind the ball at the 5 at the top, maybe in between the 9 and the 5. That could be another option. If you know what I mean, just thin the 2. I think he's trying to roll it the 4. This is a really touchy shot.
If he makes the 2, where's the 4 ball ending up after hitting the cue ball on the 4? That's what he's looking at. So even if he makes it 2, could be, that he has to play safe anyways from the 4.
Yeah, it's whether he wants to go for it. He's calling the bank.
Oh, yeah.
So what's he going to play after the bank? I'm a bit confused. Not sure. He's playing the 4 in the top corner. Maybe that was his thoughts. Okay, he's been a bit fortunate maybe here. I don't know if he can pot it, but he can definitely hit the edge of it. Yeah, if he can thin the edge of it, he's probably just going to have to push it towards the cushion, but is he going to get any cover on the top? Yeah, behind the 5, I don't know. It's a risky one, this, Jimmy, because if he doesn't catch it right and leave the 2 wide open, he could put himself in trouble because he might leave quite a straightforward safety return for Benjamin. But if he can get that 2 ball behind the 8,
well, at least near the 8, taking out a possible pot. That would be already good. And as a bonus, get the cue ball somewhere towards the short rail. Yeah. Oh,
he's gone for the 9. Yeah, it's just Albin all day, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you see, if that 2 ball was just sticking out a little bit, then he could have had the trouble. But he has left an edge on the 2, I think. But there's not much in terms of options.
Yeah, really good safety there.
Yeah, I mean, this is really tricky now. I mean, it's one of those ones where do you go all in on the white ball? Can you just thin edge the 2, come down and try to get right up behind the 6 and just play for the white ball? Or do you try to double the 2 back towards the 5? I think the 9's in the way. I don't know if you can... Yeah, it's not easy, this.
No. Albin not giving away much after the safeties. The safety's been really good so far in the match by Albin.
Yeah. Which is kind of what we expect from Albin. He very rarely falls down in that department. He's just so strong. Let's see where he's trying to get some cover. Yeah, he was trying for the 6, I think.
Yeah. Good call.
So tough.
At least he has a lot of distance.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I think, of course, Albin's very capable of potting this, but it's not straightforward to get back out on the 4 unless he digs down. He might just have to pot it. Maybe run into the 5 ball and just take the longer shot on the 4 rather than try and do something crazy, if you know what I mean, Jim.
Yeah.
Just focus on the pot and then use the 5 ball to help you stay where you are.
Well, we've seen that he can just focus on the pot, when he had to make that one near the side pocket, along the rail. And just focus on that one. Let's see what he does with this one.
He's going for the dig. He's going to come back off 2 rails. Wow. What a shot. Goodness me. Yeah.
That's sending a signal.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, could he have hit that any better? That was so much more difficult than he made it look.
Good angle on the 5, which can bring him up to the 6th. And yeah, I don't see this going wrong, but let's see how he cleans up this table. Albin is.
Yeah, he wants to be middle table here, I think, really. Yeah, he doesn't want to be too straight on it. Maybe it's not the best angle. He's going to have to run this forward, I think.
It's a little bit straight. He could go with right, top right, or he's just stunning it.
He's going to punch it. I think he's going to give it a bit of juice. Nice topping it through.
Needs to stop, yeah.
Very good. He's just so calm and casual around the table as Albin. He never really looks like in a hurry, just going about his business. Perfect angle. So on 8 and 9 to take another 2 frame lead again. Seems like there's a bit of a theme here, Jimmy, with Albin going 2 ahead and Benjamin coming back.
Yep.
So hopefully Benjamin can do it again. He's going to have to do it again if he wants to stay with Albin.
So is that because of the 2 alternate breaks each player gets, you think?
I think it's just coincidence. But then again, actually, no. I don't know. You've got to look at it. The person who has broken, have they had more control at the table, potentially starting the safety? Or yeah, maybe. I don't know. What does everybody else think who's watching? Do we think that the 2 breaks per player is playing a part in the score? To some degree, yes, because you break and run, but it's interesting.